reduce the impact of hypertension in our community, Providence is offering free hypertension assessments. The first 30 people to visit KBLA1580.com and use the link or QR code to register will receive 2 tickets to the Amazing Grace Conservatory presentation of Aladdin, a whole new world for real, at the Crenshaw Performing Arts Center, May 25th and 26th. Go to KBLA1580.com right now and be one of the first 30 to register for your hypertension screening and receive 2 tickets to Aladdin, compliments of Providence and KBLA Talk 1580. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs, fantasies, and fetishes? Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
That's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
How did your porn consumption escalate?
Once I had an iPhone, it was literally game over for me because I knew I could access it at any given time without anyone knowing. All I had to do was clear my search history. And so as that curiosity began growing with technology, it became, well, let me search this kind of video. I wonder if this video exists. And then I found more comfort in those things because I felt like I was learning how to be intimate with people. And then once I knew those keywords that I could search, it was hours of just searching different kinds of videos with these keywords in order to just feel that comfort all the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What people would say traditional. And so small town in California, I do a lot of online content creating and just pouring my heart out to like encourage people.
Wow, I love that. How was it growing up with 9 siblings?
It was a lot, but it was, I used to hear people say it all the time, like when you're mad at one sibling, you just go to another. I didn't really think that that was like a thing, but like now that I look back, like growing up, that was actually the case, you know what I mean?
Really?
When my brother was getting like annoying, it was just like, okay, I'll go hang out with my sisters, you know what I mean?
You have built-in friendships right there.
Yeah, they come with it.
That's real cool. So speaking to why you're with us today, as you know, my unique, our mission statement at Fight the New Drug is to educate on the harmful effects of pornography using science, facts, and personal accounts. And that's where you come in with a personal account. So can we make that abrupt pivot? When was the first time you experienced the harmful effects of pornography?
I was probably actually about 10 when I first got introduced to pornography. So it was like right off the bat, about 10 years old. Like at the time, like it was like magazines were like really big, like a thing. And then people also had like the first generation, like iPods. iPods had just released like video on their small screens. And I remember, so it was actually my brother who was like really into porn at the time. And then just me being a curious 10-year-old took the iPod one day and watched it for the first time, and then it just opened this door to what I felt like was just like a lifelong journey with pornography.
Wow. When you first saw pornography,
man, that's why you got to be careful, man. I'm one of them parents. I was on every. Let me see your phone. Let me see your browser history. I was all over everything. Let me see it. Give it to me. That's a whole nother discussion. However, I'm playing videos where you see women are negatively or adversely affected by pornography as well. And as I stated before coming forward and now having come full circle, the etymology of the word fetish It's even worse. Fetish, a noun, material object, regarded with awe as having mysterious powers or being the representative of a deity that may be worshipped through it. 1610s. Fatiço, from Portuguese. Faticico, charm, sorcery, allurement. Noun, use of an adjective meaning artificial. What? The Portuguese adjective is from Latin, faticicus, right? Or faticius, sorry. Made by art, artificial. To make, to do, to produce, to set, to put. From the French, it means artificial. Are you listening to this? Many of us have fake love, artificial connections, superficial connections, right? A connection in objective only. And when that gets old, which it usually does really quickly, we resort to the actual tools that we have. The tools of pornography or the tools of the toy. Because as Krishnamurti said, many of us are inwardly conflicted. In other words, spiritually impoverished, psychologically tortured. So sex becomes the only momentary release or escape from the tortured self. Gosh, 1-800-920-1580. We got callers on the line. Let's get them in here. You already know. Cali, Seoul, Denver, Colorado. Get in here. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Ooh. Y'all is going to get in trouble. No. This is a good one. So first, I'd like to say that porno can absolutely be harmful to your mind and to your body. And it can also be utilized in a healthy way if you have a partner that is confident and curious. And if you're willing to communicate. A lot of women, I can say at least, have maybe not thought about different ways that they are stimulated. You have auditory stimulation, where you like to hear words. Those things can turn you on. Somebody says certain things. Some of us are visual, where, you want to see your partner do things to themselves or to you, or you want to see porno. And then you have the actual physical. And Zoe, you might have to help me on this because I don't know this statistic, but don't they say that sex is 80% mental and 20% physical?
Maybe even 90, maybe even 99%. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Okay, somewhere around there, right? So I absolutely used to love to watch a lot of porno. And I don't know why a lot of women are acting all shy tonight and don't want to call in and talk about it. I'm like, we can have this conversation without telling all of our business. And, of course, people's imaginations can wander or whatever. I think that toys, porno, self-pleasure can keep you out of these streets. So it might behoove people to make up their mind what they want.
But see, you bring up a great point. I didn't mean to interrupt, but you bring up a great point. That is where the rubber meets the road. Because your brain creates patterns. If you're dating your toy in anticipation of your boy finally showing up, you might be desensitized by the time he get there. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. Been there, done that. And my partner knew that I liked toys, so he actually purchased me the Rose. And I had to throw that thing away.
Wait, hold on. Wait, stop. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Hey! Wait, hold on.
I've been really trying, baby.
I'm trying to. You own one of them things.
Oh, I don't own it anymore.
You had.
And I told him, I was like, this thing is the devil, and I can't. I don't believe in the devil, by the way, but if it was the devil, that might have been it. It was very overstimulating, even on its lowest power setting. So I couldn't fool with it. And I was like, I don't know what type of yoni folk got out there, but this thing right here, I don't get it. But I know that everybody is at a different level, right? So I'm not shaming anyone that uses it, loves it, whatever. But that wasn't the one for me. Now, Dion Cole did a stand-up comedy special, and he kept talking about Tracy's dog. And I said, what is this? And I looked it up, and I found Tracy's dog, and that's one of my happy places. That's one of my favorite toys. Ladies,
wait, what is it?
One.
What is it called?
Tracy's dog.
Tracy's dog. This,
yes.
Lord. Listen, man,
Anyhow.
You don't want to find that little box that every woman got somewhere in that bedroom hidden. You don't want to find that toy box, because you're going to find all types of things that you never thought existed. Hold on one second. We got to. This is for you. We're going to play this for Cali Soul. Hey! She got him screaming. Yeah. Hey, man, it's going down at Cali Soul's crib. We had to play that.
Now, wait a minute. While you want to play some Marvin, you need to play Masochistic Beauty.
Who? Masochistic
Beauty. That is a Marvin Gaye song. And that one belongs with this topic because he's very auditorily stimulating in there. He's like dominating her.
Really?
And it's an amazing song. I don't know if y'all can play it on the air, though, because it's real live.
Okay, well, hold tight. Wait, let me ask you some questions, because this is getting deep. Men think they know their women sexually, but y'all hold back a tremendous... You guys are the iceberg of sex. Tell us the truth. Callie, you're the only sister that was brave enough to call in tonight. Are y'all the iceberg of sex? Do we only get the tip of... You got,
yes.
Talk to me about it.
Yes, and yes. And do you want to know why?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, y'all sit down and don't be getting all up in your feelings.
Oh, here we go.
But one of the main reasons why is the ego in general, but specifically I'm talking about the male ego, can be so fragile
and judgy.
So like, if again, like I said, if you have a partner that is curious and confident, we can dance because I can tell you what I like. I can tell you what I want you to say, and you'll do your best to apply those things. But when the ego gets in the way, y'all get to using all the things that you used on all the other ladies on this one person that's standing in front of you. So you ain't even present.
One thing I'm going to do, though, let me just say this. You got to tell me this early. You got to let me know. Because if we've been together 5-6 years and you just got comfortable and then you do something that you haven't done, I'm just going to be honest. My ego going to go right to, who taught you this? Where you learn this from?
Okay. that mentality needs to go, though, because it doesn't matter who taught us and whens and wheres and whys. What matters is I'm here with you right now, and I want to experience this with you.
Yes, keep going, Callie.
So can you just push through with me and let that thought come up and tell your ego to shut up and sit down.
I'm
so that we
100%
can
agreement.
enjoy ourselves. And another thing is that average is average for a reason. Average is like covering a wide variety of people, right? And when we get into the topic of size can matter, because if we think about how things work, y'all are shaped like a mushroom at the tip. There's a little ring that goes around you, right? That's like a plunger when you put it in. So it's going to hit all the sides if it's girthy enough.
Man, this is Voice of Reason After Dark right here. Whoa, come on, Callie, keep cooking.
Okay. So there's a lot of people that don't necessarily know their preferences because they just haven't been tapped in while they're doing what they do. And that's okay. But if you're not girthy, that's okay too. You need to figure out how to utilize your scepter so that you can pleasure any woman. You're going to have to learn how to move around that, inner ring and the inner opening, because all of that is sensitive. It's not just the entrance, the hole itself that's sensitive. And going to the back, most of the time, for some women, that has nothing to do with us. That's for y'all. For us, the sensitivity is up in the front and all in the open and all around it. So when you think of the exercise to remove a pit.
Hold on, Callie. Hold on. You going, you pardon the pun, you going really deep right now, but I feel like you need background music. I feel like something sexy should be on, because we way off in the deep end this evening. I feel like something, Lord have mercy.
Oh, you're playing masochistic beauty. Y'all gotta play it.
What is happening tonight?
Get that closet scene. I'm so mean. I'll throw you on the floor like before. You say it's not your thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we come forward, we going back to Denver, Colorado, because the bravest woman in radio has showed up to share her thoughts on tonight's topic. Heavy stuff.
The thing that's deep in you can't resist. I'm gonna tie you up and have my wish. You do not understand, but still you love. The way you worship it, it's all you're thinking of. Everybody knows the thing you love. While you're on your knees, raise your dress.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties: classic, cage-free, and organic. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting and waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Around here, we don't believe in victimhood. We believe in raising our voices, amplifying black voices in the climate conversation. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Charles Barkley in a pickup game.
We'll take Barkley.
Ha! First pick. Sorry, kids.
Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision?
Okay, here's the plan. Pass me the ball every time.
This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Single Moms Planet is a nonprofit organization dedicated to uplifting under-resourced single mom business owners and working mothers nationwide. Single Moms Planet offers comprehensive programs of financial literacy, business development, mentorship, and entrepreneurial training. They provide education, accountability, and hope. Single Moms Planet was founded by model, TV personality, and producer Nefertiri Plessy. Nefertiri felt firsthand the challenges that face single moms as she was raised by a working single mother. She learned that the most disadvantaged group in the United States are single mom families. According to the U.S. Census, 30% live under the poverty line. So she decided to do something about it, along with co-founder Cole Patterson. Their goal is to end the poverty cycle in single mother households through education, opportunity, and networking, providing family and child enrichment programs for under-resourced single-parent families. Single Moms Planet serves over 10,000 single moms and their children each year. Studies show that business development and financial literacy provide a positive environment for children and families, exposing them to new possibilities and opportunities. To attend one of their fun events, make a donation, or get more information, or if you need help as a single mom, please visit singlemomsplanet.org. That's singlemomsplanet.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
All the chronic in the world can even mess with you. You're the ultimate high. You know what I'm saying, baby? Now check this out.
Take my money, my house and my cars. For one hit of you, you can have it all, baby. 'Cause making love every time we do, girl, is worse than drugs. 'Cause I'm an addict of you. And you know that I can't leave you alone. You got me feeling, got me going crazy. I can't leave you alone. You got me I don't ever mind. It's all going on you, baby. Girl, I'm so strung out. All I do is wish for you. So tomorrow, if you're not here, then girl, I'm down. So I need you.
Hi, welcome to Med Circle's It's All in Your Head podcast. I'm your host, Jackie Colbeth, and it's great to be with you. After experiencing my own mental health struggles, I know the power in sharing our stories. So today we're going to be talking about pornography addiction, but from a woman's perspective. Jessica Harris first discovered porn accidentally while online at a young age and later became addicted. She is now a writer, speaker, and the creator of Beggar's Daughter, an organization that helps women find freedom from porn addiction. She also released a memoir in 2016 titled Beggar's Daughter and just released her new book, Quenched. She is an inspiration to so many, and we are very excited she took time out of her busy schedule to chat with us. Jessica, welcome to It's All in Your Head. Jessica, welcome to It's All in Your Head podcast.
Thank you for having me.
You are very welcome. We're really excited to talk to you today. I think it is certainly helpful for the audience anytime we're talking to someone to, if you could give us some context, maybe in what life was like before falling into your addiction.
So I grew up in a very conservative family, a conservative Christian family, and it was a very broken family too. So my dad was abusive, and he left our family when I was in elementary school, first or second grade. He just packed up all of his stuff and left our house one day without telling anybody. And so we found out after school was over, and my mom went back to the house and discovered that all of his stuff was gone. So a broken family, and just we struggled a lot with emotion and with how to like cope through those sorts of things. The family I grew up in didn't necessarily support the idea of counseling and seeking out mental health. It was like Jesus fixes everything. And so you have to try harder, and you have to just love God more. And I also grew up in the middle of what I call the True Love Waits movement, which is in conservative Christianity, we also call it the purity culture, where there was this, we don't talk about sex other than to say that you don't have it. And so that was kind of the framework and the groundwork for when I started to struggle with pornography. That's kind of the situation I was coming from, was a very strict religious setting in both my family and in my church, one that did not have open conversations about coping with things, about emotion, and definitely not about sex. So that's where I started from.
Wow. Almost has to be a little bit like a forbidden fruit almost in that type of environment. Whereas like, my parents sat me down and gave me the birds and the bees talk, pretty open, candid, maybe more candid than I wanted to be, but it never felt, I think because they sat me down, it never felt as much like, a forbidden fruit, but it sounds like that's definitely something in your environment that was there. Were you young when you watched your first porn? I'm kind of wondering,
Man, this is amazing. This is an amazing topic. How can we work together to overcome our over-reliance on porn and toys? Intimacy, man, is very difficult when you're inauthentic, right? When you're inauthentic, it's very difficult. Cali Soul, I'm going to come back to you, but it's going to be on the other side. Listen, I want you guys to get your thoughts together. The phone lines are absolutely bananas right now. When I come forward, I'm going straight callers. We're going to go back to Denver, Colorado. We're going to get Cali Soul's final thoughts. But then we got Jacksonville, Florida. We got Dallas, Texas. And then somebody's calling in right now. The phone lines are crazy. I want to talk to you all. Let's get it.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. An agreement is being reached on the terms of former President Trump's bond posted to cover the New York civil fraud judgment that he's appealing. Attorneys for Trump and the New York Attorney General's office came to an agreement this week after Attorney General Letitia James, who is black, challenged the bond on questions about the financial ability of the underwriter to secure the bond. Trump is required to keep the $175 million in the bank account used for the bond in the agreement. The underwriter must have exclusive control of the account and cannot withdraw any funds from it. The company must also also give a monthly statement to James with the balance of the account. Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott is giving an update on Baltimore's group violence reduction strategy. Scott, who was black, joined other city leaders and credited the anti-violence program with bringing down homicides, non-fatal shootings, and other crimes. The mayor also introduced what's being called a specific youth justice pillar focused on uplifting the safety of Baltimore's young people. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Are you a mental health, social worker, child welfare professional? Consider a career as a certified wellness coach where you can make an impact working with children and youth. Learn more at cawellnesscoach.org. Supported by the California Department of Healthcare Access and Information.
Hi, I'm Reverend Gerald, host of Urban Family Focus here on KBLA Talk 1580 on Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. In an effort to help reduce the impact of hypertension in our community, Providence is offering free hypertension assessments. The first 30 people to visit KBLA1580.com and use the link or QR code to register will receive 2 tickets to the Amazing Grace Conservatory presentation of Aladdin, a whole new world for real, at the Crenshaw Performing Arts Center, May 25th and 26th. Go to KBLA1580.com right now and be one of the first 30 to register for your hypertension screening and receive 2 tickets to Aladdin, compliments of Providence and KBLA Talk 1580. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad
It's
Council.
time for California Community College's Black Student Success Week. This week-long event, held April 22nd through the 26th, is an opportunity to focus on innovative approaches to ensuring Black and African American students succeed in their educational pursuits. Black Student Success Week 2024, building a better future together. The urgency is now. For more information, visit blackstudentsuccess.com. That's blkstudentsuccess.com.
Don't shave with that, son. You'll get razor bumps.
Nah, Pops. I'm good with Gillette Skin Guard. How long you been growing that beard anyway? You know Mama hates it.
Yeah, had it since my last wet shave in 77. Got ingrown so bad, looked like I was growing a patch of new noses.
That's why I use the Gillette Skin Guard razor, face scrub, shave gel, and moisturize, so I don't have to worry about new razor bumps or shaving irritation.
Gillette Skin Guard, huh? Your mama's gonna love this one.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA reminds you that when we fight, we win, and we don't black down. LA Community Action Network, or LA CAN, was formed in 1999 when 25 residents of downtown LA came together and acknowledged the problems that existed in their community and made a commitment to do something about those problems, to stand together, organize, and become a force in the community that demands change. Civil rights and preventing the criminalization of poverty are their core projects. In addition, they take on women's rights, the human right to housing, and healthy food access. LA CAN also has projects focused on economic development, civic participation, voter engagement, and community media. While downtown LA remains their home base, with a particular emphasis on the Skid Row community, in 2007, they expanded their housing and healthy food access work into South Central Los Angeles. LA CAN believes that power for low-income people and people of color is achieved through a large, active, and well-informed member base that utilizes a multitude of methods to advance their messages and goals. If you'd like to join the Los Angeles Community Action Network and organize people to fight back against oppression, please visit cangress.org. That's cangress.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
As we go a little something like this.
Hey, it is me, D.L. Hughley, and I am thrilled to be heard weekdays in my hometown on KBLA Talk 1580. So check out the D.L. Hughley Afternoon Show weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580. We got a whole lot to talk about, let me tell you. That's for the real.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
To me that you could use the date tonight. Body that'll do you right. Tell me, am I qualified? Yes, baby, I know it's hard to believe, but this body here is free tonight. Ooh, you're very on first class flight. My plane's parked right outside, baby. Don't you wanna go for a ride? International lover, yeah, that's right. Let me take you round the world. I'll buy you diamonds and pearls.
Can you relate? You wake up in the morning feeling a deep sense of unease. You grab your phone and almost instinctively open a private browser window. The minutes turn into hours as you find yourself immersed in taboo content, unable to tear yourself away. Throughout the day, that guilt and shame linger, overshadowing your interactions and activities. Does this sound familiar? Today, we're going to shed light on the symptoms of porn addiction. Remember, you're not alone, and understanding these signs can help you navigate this challenging issue. With that said, here are 8 symptoms of porn addiction. Compulsive consumption. Do you find yourself constantly seeking out pornography, unable to resist the urge even when you know it's not healthy? It's like being trapped in a cycle where the need for porn consumes your thoughts and actions, overshadowing everything else. You feel that constant pull, always searching for that next fix to satisfy an insatiable craving. This impulsive need for porn, where it becomes a central focus of your thoughts and actions, is a key symptom of addiction. Research conducted by Dr. Valerie Voon, a neuroscientist and expert in compulsive behaviors, suggests that excessive pornography consumption can lead to changes in the brain, similar to other forms of addiction. Recognizing this pattern and acknowledging the control it has over your life is essential in seeking the support you need. Increased tolerance. Have you noticed that you need more and more explicit or extreme forms of pornography to experience the same level of excitement or satisfaction? It's as if your tolerance has increased, and what used to be enough no longer fulfills you. You find yourself constantly seeking out more graphic content, searching for novelty and intensity to feel any pleasure. Sociologist and author Dr. Gail Dines explains that continued exposure to pornography can desensitize the brain, requiring stronger stimuli to achieve the same level of arousal.
Man, everything should be taken in moderation. Y'all remember that old saying? Everything should be taken in moderation. Don't do too much of anything. I want the good stuff to last a little while. You understand? I don't want to add too much to it. Because the crazier it gets, the crazier it got to keep getting. Seem like that's your brain like, oh, we on this? Let's take it to the next level then. Andy?
I just want to know if, like, you know, going to the strip club adds to this conversation. Or is it just strictly porn?
It might. I know the strip club never did anything for me. Now, I love looking at beautiful women, especially if they sisters. I be like, what it, boy, God, you showing out, God. God, you tripping, boy. When God made them sisters, man, God just said, you know, I'm finna throw everything from my little seasoning chest. I'm finna put everything in here for the sister. And for me, as a black man, I love looking at the sisters, but for me, I think it was an energetic thing for me. When I was younger, uh, as an A&R person, you know, I would find myself, man, I was at Club Nicky's in Atlanta during Freaknik, and I saw a whole boxing match with strippers. And the energy of the place was anything could happen in here. We could die this evening. The strippers were serious. It was like, so the whole energy just threw me off. And, you know, like I said, it's never really done anything for me. Like, for me, intellect and what you're about and everything kind of, you know, kind of goes hand in hand, not just the physicality. That's just for me. But let me get Callie Soul in here. I want to get Callie Soul's final thought. Callie, what is your final thought on tonight's topic?
My final thought is be more communicative, be more open, less judgmental, and fellas, for the average woman, first 3 inches is our happy place. Anything past that, that's your happy place. So be sure to tend to her before you tend to yourself. And, you know, it'll take you further. It'll take you a lot further if you be more open and shut your ego up, you know. Be willing to communicate, because that is a creative space. Sex is a creative space. There's this book called Prosperity Secrets of the Ages, and they have a full chapter that talks about the creative energy of sex. Your sexual organs are the seat of creativity.
Right.
So you've got to be intentional about what you're creating when you go into that space with your loved one, and be fully present. 10 toes down, 10 toes up, you know, have fun.
I love it. I love it. Callie Soul, you brought Denver, Colorado in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We got Truemonger from Dallas, Texas. Let's get Truemonger in here right now. True Measy, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man, this is a trip. I think couples can work through this stuff, man. If they, for one, don't take it too seriously, have fun with it, and don't let it take over your lives. Don't get consumed by it. Don't get controlled by it. Like I said, people do too much. I don't know. They just do it out of convenience. It's easier than having company over or whatever. But at some point, you got to know when to cut it out. You got to realize when you're hooked on that stuff, because if you can't function without it, something's wrong. You know, it's 90% mental. If you always need a toy or an adult film to get you going, you might want to get some help about that. I said, man, well, we're all guilty of watching some form of it.
I'm
we're all
guilty
of participating in some form of it.
Right.
So there's no point in being judgmental about it, because we've all participated in some form of it.
But do you think men are judgmental of their woman's full sexual potential, their capability, their capacity? Do you think, woman, thou art loosed type sexuality, do you think men are intimidated by that?
Insecure ones are, yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree, 100%.
I mean, because we're all grown. We've all done stuff. With other people, we've all been recycled to a degree. So yeah, we have experiences. Right. There's no point in tripping about it, unless it like brings a negative effect to you. Unless they do something that violates you, that's when it can be a problem. But you gotta learn how to have fun with that stuff and not do too much. Right. That's just my opinion. Because if you get hooked on it, yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Absolutely.
Man or woman. Yeah. I know women may not want to admit that they do this kind of stuff, but we know they do. We know we watch them. Me and the ex of mine used to go through like porn channels on the satellite just to read the titles and laugh.
Because the after stuff was funny. It was very funny.
Mm-hmm.
So we just had fun with that stuff. We didn't take it too serious. We did what we did, and they didn't necessarily need to watch them. We just had fun with the stuff.
Right. Right.
So
Well,
as
you
long
already
as you
know,
keep
man.
it in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as you keep it in perspective, you should be all right. But like I said, people like to do too much, and it's become the norm, and we need to reverse that.
100% agree. Truemonger, guess what you just did?
Just brought Dallas in the building.
Dallas, Texas is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, we got sisters on the line. They want to talk about it. Jacksonville, Florida, and, of course, Oxon Hill, Maryland. It's about to get deep.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well-trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriICanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriICanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Helping to broaden your political and moral imagination with our 2024 Climate Justice Campaign. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
Free! Who doesn't love free? With Milo's Rewards, you get the member-only treatment that's actually worth it. Enjoy free member gifts you'll love. And once you reach Silver Key status, you can get free standard shipping. Because Lowe's knows nothing feels better than free. Learn more about our new loyalty program at Lowe's.com/Milo's Rewards today. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Member gifts may be subject to additional terms and restrictions. See Lowe's.com/shipping terms for details. Subject to change.
City of Los Angeles tenants, verify your Emergency Renters Assistance Program status today if you applied for the program. Tenants approved for rental assistance are protected from eviction for non-payment of rent through May 31st, 2024. And it's illegal under law for landlords to refuse rental assistance to you based on your source of income. Refusing assistance can be used as an affirmative defense in an eviction case. So check your application status now at housing.lacity.org. That's housing.lacity.org. Be informed, be protected, be at home.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
ladies and gentlemen. My playlist is my co-host. One thing the voice of reason gonna do, I'm gonna make you think, but my playlist is gonna make you feel. Come on, you already know what I do. We have an amazing conversation going on tonight. How can we work together to overcome the adverse effects of pornography and toys? And brothers and sisters from all over the nation have been calling in and sharing their profound thoughts, and we want to continue in that flow right now. We have Mimi from Jacksonville, Florida. Mimi, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Talk to me.
Hey, Zoe. Hey, everyone.
Hey, how are you? What is the word? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts. I want to piggyback on a couple of things. Nzinga said something about kink versus fetish. Trumonger said that people are doing too much. I personally like the idea of being each other's toy, being your partner's toy. I'm his toy, he's my toy, and we play with each other. And if we play very, very well, the desire for the artificial stuff will lessen. I mean, softcore is nice. According to Trumonger, it's dry humping, but it's stimulating to me. And the hardcore stuff is just not so much. So I like the idea of playing with each other, being each other's toy. I hope I didn't say anything that was not appropriate for terrestrial radio.
Well, every time you call in, you provoke Andy to respond. Andy, what are your thoughts?
Because I swear, Mimi be low-key capping, low-key, but, it's all love. But what if it was LL Cool J in one of those hardcore videos?
Boop, boop, bop.
LL, okay. He would never do that.
Hypothetically speaking.
Wrong.
Hypothetically? I mean, I don't know. No. I can't. No.
Why you always lying? Just keep it real, Mimi. It's all love. You can make an exception. One video.
Just,
I like. Well, if he's more than 3 inches, maybe. Callie said 3 inches is nice, but okay.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Mimi. Hey, Jacksonville, Florida is in the building in a major way, I see. Lord have mercy. Can we get Stephanie from Oxon Hill, Maryland? Did I say it right? Get in here, Stephanie. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Oh my gosh. Tonight's topic is great. I like what the last caller said about playing with each other, your toys, because, you're like your playmate. And that made me think about, are you a good playmate? You should play properly with someone. If you are, engaging, what goes in line with that. But anyway, of course, I had my thoughts. I wrote them down. So I would say one thing is that we need to get to know ourselves. Get to know yourself. You want to maybe ask yourself a few questions like, what do you like? Or who do you like? And how do you like it? When do you like it? I think self-pleasure is necessary for sanity because I couldn't necessarily rely. I don't think I could do well relying on someone else to please me. Of course, that's great, but if I could not please myself, I think that I would be crazy out here. So I think it's necessary.
You've just provoked Andy. He wants to say something. Go ahead, Andy.
Yes.
I appreciate your sentiments. I was just gonna say, for the sisters, I think they need to tap into that more so at a young age, right? Because I think, let's say, I was gonna say middle school going to high school, but high school going to college. Bump that, high school, right? I'm not saying that women should have sex if you want to go ahead and wait until marriage or whatnot. I know that narrative is out there, but I agree that I do think that women at times, they should learn their body a little bit more because I think they put that expectation on men, like we supposed to know everything, but every woman is different. So, I mean, I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Stephanie. Finish your thought.
Well, Andy, I agree with him. I think that is a lot of pressure to put on a man. You know, it's like that is one of the questions I ask. How can someone else please you if you don't even know what you like? You can't even guide that person there. But let's just say, okay, you don't know what you like. That's fine. This is where we need a willingness to learn together, just like playmates. You're open to, hey, what this person may want, and they should be open to what you want. And then that's why I said you should be with someone who you like, and you should be with someone who likes you. It sounds simple, but it actually took me a long time to learn who liked me, like who really wanted me. And that does make a huge difference.
Right. Who's acting like they like you. Right. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I'm sorry. I was going to say, because women are human, right? Women are human beings. And oftentimes, if their Geiger counter can't pick up the authenticity of the man, they still have desires and needs and things that they want to do. So they might do something, but still might not be the right person. Am I correct?
Absolutely. And, you know, some people are not even teachable or coachable. So if you're with someone who's not even willing to figure out what you like, it's going to die out eventually, that sexual connection.
Well, you know what?
There's some other...
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Oh, yeah, that was it. I mean, that was cool right there.
I was going to say, you brought what city in the building?
Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Come on, Stephanie. You got to call in more often. We appreciate you. Join the national discussion. Listen, this is the voice of reason. You know how I do. We start the conversation. We're not right about everything. We want you to finish it. We start it. You finish it. And people have been asking for a part 2. I might do a part 2. I don't know. Let me think about it, because there are different angles to, come from. But let me just say, men, and I learned this the hard way, like, we have to master creating safe spaces for women. I think we shut women down because we're barbaric in the intimacy act, right? We're goal-oriented. Not to say that women aren't goal-oriented too, but I think a lot of times, man, it's just about knocking it down, capturing, conquering. Sometimes it's really about creating a safe space. And I think, let me just say this, brothers, and I'm guilty of this, brothers, we cannot create a safe space for women if we lie to ourselves and her about anything about ourselves. Because in that sex act, I don't care. She's going to pick it up. The energy is transformed or transferred. She's going to pick up your lies. When I come forward, it'll be tomorrow, and we might do it again.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Moore.